Hi, welcome to Cute Things by Rebecca. I am Rebecca, and today I'm going to show you how I make a patch. We're going to make two patches in this video. One patch is going to be on, this is water-soluble stabilizer, the fabric kind, and one I have cutaway, heavy cutaway. So you can use either with patches and they both work out well. I made these patches, one on cutaway, one on wash away, and ran them through the wash and they hold up just fine. So it's another quick way of doing patches, so you don't have to burn the edges or worry about discoloring your edges or burning the satin area with your lighter or your heat tool. So I'm going to show you how to make them using both bases. So today we're going to make Life's a Beach patch, and I think I'm going to make Hello, I'm Doing My Best. So we're going to be making patches. The steps are the same in all my patches. So let's get started. A great base to use is felt. It's a great base to hold your stitches. You can use canvas, you can use twill, you can use all kinds of bases, but felt is pretty inexpensive and readily available in all sorts of colors. So what I like to do when I'm doing my patches, I like to match up the felt with the satin. Like if I'm using a black satin, I want to use the black felt. Some people like to match it up with the base of their, because it's a full fill patch. The lighter colors for the lighter threads, or the darker color for the darker threads. But I used black on this and red, and it turned out really good. So it's just a personal preference on what you want to use for your felt. I used black on this one, but I used black on this for felt, and you can kind of see it. So I didn't like that, so I would probably use white next time for that. So it just depends on what you want your patch to look like. So let's get started. The first step on the machine is a placement step. I will be right back. Okay, so after the placement step is ran, go ahead and place your felt over the placement line. At this time, you can run a basting stitch around to help secure this down on the outside of the project, because with a full fill, you will have a little bit of shifting. But go ahead and run the tack down, and just do that right now, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we tacked down our felts, and like I said, most machines have a basting stitch on them, or just a plain square stitch that you can run on the outside to hold this a little bit better. So the next part of the patch design is the back full fill. This takes a long time usually, so kick back and relax. I will be right back, and I will show you the fill on these. Okay, so our full fills are done on the base. So now just run the design elements. I'll do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so now the main design elements are done on your patch. The next step after the design is going to just be an outline around the design. It's just going to help guide us when we cut around the felt. So I'm going to run that now, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, see how they have a little circle around there? It's just to help prevent you from cutting your main back stitches. But just go ahead and take your scissors and cut close up to the edge. I use these little curved scissors from Fiskars. They're my favorite for applique because they get pretty close. So the next step on the machine is going to be your satin, and this is what's going to finish the design. So I'm going to cut this off camera. I'm going to run the satins, and then we'll be done. And I will show you how to put a backing on it if you want to make it so you can iron it on something. And we are almost finished. I will be right back. I did want to mention that if you might want to change your bobbin if you're using like black, change your bobbin to black so it has so nothing shows through. You can if you want. I don't have a problem doing it either way, but I like to keep the same bobbin, either black or white, for my satin. Okay, they are all finished. Let's start off with the water-soluble patch. So you want to just trim the little threads on the back, make it look nice. This is what I do. I put it over a towel and I spritz it with water. And this is how I make my other items that I do in the hoop that require an edging, like my hair. Sometimes my hair cover designs. Anyways, you just pop it out. It's done. It melted. It's good. So you just wipe off your edges and you'll have a nice clean. This is my favorite way of doing patches because I'm not good with the flame sometimes or the burning tool. So this one's ready to go. And while those were running, I went ahead and ran another one just on vinyl. I didn't run the back, you know, the full fill part, but I just ran the design elements and stuff, and I used wash away. So and that last step before the satin, I went ahead and put felt on the back of this one just so I had a backing. But that's it, just like this. So some designs you can run on vinyl, some you cannot, but this one you can. Anyways, so it's got felt on the back. These patches all have two sizes for them, a 2.5 and a 3-inch. So if this was a little bit bigger, it would be perfect for a little coaster. But so a couple of different ways you can make patches. You know, it's not just one thing and done. There's lots of ways to customize your projects. So for the one that's on cutaway, you remove from your hoop and just cut real close to the design without cutting the satin. And that's sometimes hard for me, so that's why I like the wash away better, and it holds up in the wash. Like I said, those other patches ran through the washer and dryer and they were fine. They hold up just fine. So I'm just showing you how I cut these. I know you all know how to cut close. I'm going to show you how I'll probably ruin it by using a lighter. So I have a torch that I use, or I have this wood burning tool that you can use. Sometimes it'll discolor your edging, so just be careful when you use it. But what you want to do is you just take it and a quick swipe. You don't want to hold it too long or it will melt your stitchings and it will fray. So just real quick to get that little edging off, like so, and it just melts it. So you can do it with the wood burning tool, or with a lighter, a big lighter, or a torch. I have this torch, it's on low because I like to burn things. Anyways, just gentle, real quick, like around your edging, and then your patch is all finished. I'll clean that up a little bit more. Do I want to use flame or do I want to use a wood burner? Oh, see? I like to burn stuff. That one's okay though. Huh. Okay, so now that our patches are cleaned up and the edges are nice, see how cute those turned out. So if you want to add like a backing to it so you can iron it on a hat, and this one has a backing on it, what I like to use is Heat and Bond Ultra. Try to say that really fast, but it didn't work out very well. Heat and Bond Ultra is what I use. You can buy it in a package like this or off the bolt. And I'm going to show you how I put that on. Let me scooch up my little ironing board here. Okay. So I have just a little silicone mat because it can get a little messy. And you can do more than one at a time if you want. What you do is just place your patch upside down. Grab, use some Heat and Bond. It has two sides, a shiny side and a paper side. You want the shiny side down. So you can take that like so. I'm gonna just cut a little bit off so I don't melt it all over the place. And what you do is just press it with your iron, and it should melt on there. Then what you want to do, you want to let this stuff cool just a little bit before you're checking because it'll come up. So just make sure it's good. I'm trying to fan it off because I am really impatient, and sometimes when I check, it's not right. So just want it to cool off just a little bit before you check. And I'm just gonna see if it, yep, it's on. It's on that one. So what I like to do is just take them up. I'm not worried about this silicone mat. It just comes off like that. I use it with my hot glue gun and things that are sticky. So now what you want to do, now that you have your patch on with your Ultra Bond, you just trim real close to the edge. I don't trim real close. I actually like leaving a little bit extra so the customer can just kind of grab it. Sometimes I don't even put this on. This Heat and Bond is readily available. I sometimes keep little squares of it at my booths, so if they want it, I just give it to them so they can iron it themselves. A lot of people sew on their patches and don't want this stuff on there, so I try to leave options for my customers. Anyways, so there, when they get it, they can just peel it off and you just iron it on their project and it should stick. So that's how I do patches. Like I said, you can do it with vinyl, just don't run the whole back on some designs. It won't always turn out like that because patches are a little bit different. But look at what we made today. Cute. Anyways, thanks for watching.